Hi Leo, this is Coco. Okay, nice day out there today. It's beautiful here. I'm in Canada. Let me know where you are. Okay, so Leo, before we get started on your reading, thank you for welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've already been here before. My name is Lynn and I channel messages from Spirit. So we're going to do a general reading today, but I'll just clear the energy first. I call upon the divine powers to help clear and protect these cards, for my intention is to use them for good only. I declare that only good shall come from their use and that all negativity shall be turned away. Awesome. Good positive reading, please, Spirit, for our Leos. Okay, so I'm using 4 decks today. I'll just shuffle and pull the cards as I'm talking to you. So I just channel the messages. All the messages you receive today are from Spirit. Okay, I just channel them. If I'm picking something up with my intuition, then I'll let you know it's from me, okay? Otherwise, all the messages are from Spirit. Spirit, can I have one oracle card for Leo, please? One oracle card for Leo. Okay, so your first card, Leo, is Unbound, releasing soul patterns and releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Unbound. Then your next card is your animal spirit card. One animal spirit card, please, Spirit, for Leo. Okay, Leo, your animal spirit card is the zebra. Nice. Okay, then another oracle card from this deck, please, Spirit, for Leo. If any of your messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. Okay, Leo? I believe that if the messages repeat, the Spirit really wants you to get the message. And then your next oracle message is growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And then with this last deck, I'm going to pull 10 tarot cards and do a Celtic cross spread. So if any of your cards come out upside down, Leo, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. People can show up in your readings, the kings, queens, knights, or pages. They can represent you or people in your life or situations. So this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And if this reading resonates with you and you would like to go deeper for a personal reading, for messages just for you, I'll leave my email under the video and you can email me and we'll chat about that. Okay, here we go. So 10 cards for a Celtic cross spread for Leo, please, Spirit. So you have the 4 of Pentacles reversed, the Death card, Major Arcana. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Then you have 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Cups, nice. That's awesome. 9 of Swords, Ace of Wands, beginnings and endings in this reading. And the Empress for your last card. Fantastic. Okay, so let's start with your first tarot card, the 4 of Pentacles. And this card came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This card represents your current situation. This is Capricorn energy. So this card The message on the card is I trust I am always safe and protected. So when it comes out reversed, you might not feel like you're safe and protected at this time. Okay. Um, the Four of Pentacles reversed is a card that talks about financial insecurity. Maybe you're overspending, or you're being very generous and giving a lot. It could be reckless spending, so be careful how you're spending your money, okay? It could also represent greed, greediness, stinginess, possessiveness. You may be recklessly spending. This card also talks about self-protection. You might be protecting yourself. The Four of Pentacles says you may be trying to make something happen prematurely, or you are holding on too tightly to your current circumstances. Maybe you're quarreling with someone over money, such as a divorce proceeding. The message from Spirit is you need to loosen up and have more trust in the universe to provide solutions. So always know that you always trust, Leo, that you are safe and protected, okay? Trust the universe. This card can suggest you're giving away too freely, spending too much, or overindulging in other ways. It could also mean that you're trying to take something that isn't yours, causing someone else to hold tightly to it. And again, you may be just protecting yourself, self-protection. The Four of Pentacles reverse could represent a spendthrift or a miser. So then what's crossing you, or what's challenging you or your situation, is the Death card. The Death card is represented by Scorpio. The message on the card is I let go and embrace new beginnings. Okay, so, and you also got an ace in your reading, which is about new beginnings too. So two messages about beginnings. The Death card is about change. It's about transformation. It could be an ending. And you got a 10 in your reading, which also represents completion or endings. The Death card is about letting go, transition. This is a card that talks about release again, and you got release with this oracle card over here on the left. This is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, a metamorphosis, a renewal, a rebirth. Excuse me, the the Death card could represent release, loss, mourning, acceptance. So take however it resonates with you, okay, and then leave the rest. The Death card is represented by a Scorpio, so you could be having an issue or a challenge with a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. A situation is coming to an end, and this ending may be out of your control. Death here is not physical death, but transition. This card represents necessary change that brings new beginnings and opportunities. You can now see the truth and let go so events may take their natural course. This card is all about decluttering and letting go of what you no longer need. This card implies the end of something, maybe a job, a relationship, a situation, a thought process, an organization. The actual ending will likely be hard, Spirit is saying. But once it's over, the cycle continues and something new will come. But on the other hand, it may be a welcome closure, such as quitting a job that you don't like, or ending a bad relationship, selling a house to get a new one. And on a spiritual level, this card can mean a symbolic death where you eliminate old beliefs that no longer work for you and perhaps were holding you back. Death is usually hard, but it must happen before excuse me, before transformation or resurrection occurs. You might be putting, no, I think this card indicates a transformation for the better. Maybe you're experiencing a metamorphosis of some sort, and patterns you once found workable are no longer effective. Spirit saying the old ways must be destroyed so you can make room for the new that is coming into being. And then let's go to your first oracle message, Unbound. This card is telling you to release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Your Spirit saying, trying to make some space for some new energy that's coming in. It's time to release old stories that have been playing out in your life. They're coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of past lives. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. But in order for you to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It's time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. And the next part, Leo, if you just put your hand on your heart while I read this next little part, okay? This is going to activate the release. I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. Okay, so it's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They're coming up to be healed now, Leo. And there's never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Okay? In order for you to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support from your spirit guides, your guardian angels, people in spirit that have passed on. If you want to call on them to help you let go, Spirit saying that would be great. Let's go to growth now. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it is also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. So now is the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue your sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that are given to you. Okay? So everything you've been through, it's it's been for a reason. You've gained a lot of wisdom and strength. Then your third card is the Knight of Wands. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. This can be a male or female in a general reading. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. The message on the card is make decisions without pressure, Leo. Don't let anybody pressure you. Make decisions without pressure. The Knight of Wands is a card of action, speed, and impulsiveness. This knight is dynamic and charismatic, full of fiery energy. This card can show an unexpected turn of events, a sudden conversation that moves a stuck situation forward, a sudden attraction and flirtation, a flash of inspiration. Whatever impact the knight has, he brings energy. The advice within the card is not to get too caught up too soon and take a moment to consider what is on offer before you proceed. This card also comes up to show an imminent house move. So maybe you guys are moving houses. Let me know in the comments. But remember, make your decisions without pressure. Don't let anybody pressure you. The Knight of Wands is a free spirit, takes inspired action, has a lot of energy, passion, is courageous, energetic, charming, rebellious sometimes, a hero, very adventurous, fearless, impulsive, can be hot-tempered at times. Knights are messengers and travelers, and the Knight of Wands might be bringing you a message about good news concerning your work or social activities. It could be about a journey or a vacation, a change of residence or job, an engagement or a marriage. The person bringing you this message, it can be trusted and is faithful, Spirit says. So it's either you or someone in your life. Then your fourth card is the Three of Pentacles. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And the message on the card is, when I show my work, others give support. This is Capricorn energy again. A lot of Capricorn energy in your reading so far. Well, not really. I think you have a few cards are Capricorn energy. But anyways, the Three of Pentacles is a card that talks about apprenticeship, achievement, effort, collaboration, learning, implementation, shared goals, being recognized of your abilities. The Three of Pentacles, this has something to do with your past. You may be acquiring marketable skills, preparing yourself for action in the world. Maybe you're a recent graduate, or you've gone back to school to upgrade your skills or change your career. You're enterprising and may be interested in a career in business or finance. Leo, you can anticipate a rise in prestige and earnings. This card could also indicate a payback period when you demonstrate your abilities and begin to reap the rewards of your efforts. Or you could be receiving money that's owed to you from something in your past, something that you did in the past. This is a card of the craftsperson, someone who has already developed skill in a profession or trade. Now it's time to turn these skills to profit, and success is assured. You may be planning and conferring about a future action, such as cooperating in a business venture. This card is a sign that all is going well. If you've started a new job, embarked on a new project, or begun a health or fitness routine, you're seeing signs of progress and maybe even prosperity. You've paid attention and you've done the work the best that you can. You may be getting attention and probably reimbursement for your work. Not only is the external recognition satisfying, but you're also finding much personal fulfillment in your endeavors. Early success is what this card represents. Whatever you're building or focusing upon is established. It may be a relationship or a home, a business or project. Maybe you're remodeling your house or your yard. This is the card of the artisan who is meticulous and shares it with a willing, appreciative audience. You may find you discuss and negotiate with others to improve your ideas. This is the path to further success and income in the future. Maybe you are giving a practical demonstration of your skills as well. And then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen next in your life, coming up soon. You have the Six of Swords. The message on the card is, I know that peaceful times will come. But because it came out reversed, you might be struggling with that. Maybe you don't feel like peaceful times will come. This is a card of Aquarius. So this card talks about a few things. Maybe you're resisting this transition, this transformation. Maybe you are running away from your problems. This is a card that talks about emotional baggage. A confession, resistance to change, going through a personal transition, feeling trapped, feeling stuck in the past. The message on the card with this card is, look for ways to rebalance your life. There may be some unresolved issues. This could be a proposal of love. This card could represent a declaration, unfinished business. This card could represent delays, or that the harmony that you're experiencing is internal rather than being expressed externally. You may have come to a new way of thinking about your life, or you may be affirming your old beliefs and attitudes, finding a path that's comfortable for you. And I think that's the latter part of it, because that resonates with your reading so far. Having a new, different way of looking at things, maybe. So the Six of Swords reversed Could be a disappointment, such as a canceled journey. With this card, Spirit is saying tenacity and guts are required for you to resolve your situation. Okay, you need to be tough, strong. Tenacity, be tenacious, and your guts, to deal with this situation. Maybe you're letting someone else make your decisions for you or tell you what to do. Remember what Spirit said? Don't let anyone pressure you. It could also mean that you're moving in the wrong direction. So make a note of that. The outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This is Virgo energy. The message on the card is, I dedicate myself to what I believe in. So maybe you're not focusing on what you want or what you believe in or what matters to you. Maybe you're letting other people do that. So I would, dedicate yourself to what you believe in. Self-protection. This card could indicate that you have not yet mastered the necessary skills you need to achieve your goals. You may desire to begin some new enterprise, but a lack of ambition, ability, or clarity prevents your success. The advice from Spirit, Leo, is more effort or education may be necessary. There may be misdirected activity. You might feel uninspired. You may have no passion or motivation. This card could represent a lack of quality, a lack of motivation. Skill development is needed. You may be a bit of a perfectionist. This is a card of mediocrity, a dead-end job, low skill, laziness. This card can suggest that you're being a nitpicker, too much of a perfectionist, or perhaps a workaholic. It could also mean someone who's finding their job boring and tedious. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Your seventh card is the Ten of Cups. This card represents your self-image, how you see yourself. This is an amazing card to get in a reading. This is Pisces energy. Now, the Ten of Cups is such a good card that it offsets any negative energy in your reading, any negative message. The Ten of Cups is that positive, so that this this is your self-image card, how you see yourself, complete happiness and fulfillment. You are crowned with success and can now appreciate life's blessings. The card signifies the freedom to live as you choose, and you feel at home in every sense. You enjoy close bonds with family, friends, groups, and children. And at home, life is serene and relationships are harmonious. And in love, this card shows the ultimate expression of emotion, which is demonstrated in a way you recognize. You are loved the way you need to be loved. And I just did a reading yesterday or the day before, and they got the exact same message. An additional meaning is finding your ideal home. There you go, another message about finding your home. Leave a comment for me if that resonates with you. I'd love to know. This is nothing more and nothing less than an ideal family life. For you, this can mean just that, or it can represent the components of such a safe life, a safe, comfortable place to live, and people, either friends or family, to share your life. It's about having people to share your joys and support you through your sorrows. It's such a good card to get in a reading. It's lasting happiness, joy, domestic harmony, blissful relationships. Everything's in alignment, fulfillment, security. emotional stability. Yeah, this card signifies a time of completion, of reaping what you have shown, and it symbolizes abundance in a larger sense. I would make a note of abundance, okay? Not just money, abundance in all areas of your life. This card is so favorable that it can offset any negative cards in a reading. This is beautiful. I have all I wish for in my relationships. And then your 8th card is the 9 of Swords. This card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. So the 9 of Swords, the message on the card is, I trust the present moment. Okay, this is Gemini energy. I trust the present moment. So everything you're going through at this time, trust it, Spirit is saying, okay? There's stuff going on, or I have a plan, or there's things that are getting done behind the scenes that it might not make sense to you right now, but just trust, okay? Trust that you are always safe and protected. Let go and embrace new beginnings, okay? Peaceful times will come. Dedicate yourself to what you believe in. You have all that you wish for in your relationships. The 9 of Swords is a card about anxiety, worry, and doubt. 9s are cards of accumulation, and they signify intensity. Yeah, you may be overthinking a situation and worrying about negative outcomes, or feel overwhelmed with random anxiety about the future. This card could symbolize an awakening to something painful that needs to be processed. It could also indicate insomnia, nightmares, and anything that disturbs your peace. But remember, know, Spirit's saying that peaceful times are coming soon, okay? Try not to worry. This is a card of anxiety, nightmares, hopelessness, trauma, being at your breaking point, despair, having a troubled conscience, doubting the universe, doubting Spirit, doubting yourself maybe. Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can resolve them. It will likely be very challenging to change your attitudes and beliefs, but it's worth the effort and unpleasantness. 9 is the number of completion, so this card indicates that the changes you are being required to make forecast a better future. This card could represent regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes. You might be in an unhappy, tense state of mind, whether or not the facts bear out the fear. For some, the suffering associated with this card may be mostly in your mind. So be careful. Just take whatever resonates and just ignore the rest. This card talks about thoughts, worries, guilt, anguish, or concerns that fill your mind and create havoc. You may seem unable to settle your mind, and the lack of sleep is adding to the situation, making you feel even more vulnerable. Okay, then your hopes and fears card is the Ace of Wands. I am inspired to follow my passion. Be inspired to follow what lights you up, what you're passionate about. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This card is talking about new opportunities. This is a card of growth again. Okay, so that's a big message for you in your reading today, Leo. Okay, you've just really are experiencing a lot of growth in your life. This is a card that talks about action again, okay? New opportunities, a new initiative, new passions, a beginning of something. This is a card that talks about change again, creativity, creation, willpower, inspiration, enthusiasm, hope, security again, family life again, potential. So the Ace of Wands, new beginnings. The Ace of Wands shows a fiery new initiative, a new idea or enterprise takes off, and you are inspired to drive forward your vision. This is a quest that speaks to the soul rather than the intellect. So you have a passionate connection to a person, project, or place. This card could represent male fertility. It could represent future parenthood, the Ace of Wands, okay? So family life, security. This card can indicate a creative opportunity. This is an excellent time for you to harness the energy and passion that this opportunity brings and use it to take the first steps towards your castle, whatever form that castle takes. You recognize this opportunity and feel the excitement within. Take it and run. It's a magical moment that won't last long. Take advantage of this gift at this time, Leo. Spirit's saying it's not going to be around for long. This card indicates the beginnings of an enterprise, usually involving business, the arts, or finance. It shows that you've planted the seeds for a new birth, possibly a creative or money-making idea. You are now free from restraints that have hampered you in the past, and you are able to express yourself successfully, take on a new role, or forge a new identity through your work. So yeah, this is an exciting time. Growth. And then your last card is the Empress, Major Arcana card. This card represents your future if all is to remain as is. This is a card that talks about creativity again, abundance again, fertility again, motherhood again. So those messages are repeating. Leave me a comment if that resonates with you. Contentment again. I think this is really feeling like family and getting pregnant or having a baby for sure. The message on the card is, I create and choose. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. Spirit is saying, create whatever brings you joy. And that means everything. Creating a baby. You're in a position of nurturing someone else or several others. You could be caring for children or the sick, or being supportive of a spouse or friend in need. This card could also refer to a pregnancy or the desire for a pregnancy. Spirit saying, Leo, it is appropriate for you to be nurturing now, for you have the inner strength and the ability to do so without depleting yourself. Nurturing, nature, abundance, pleasure, renewal again. When the Empress card appears in a reading, a strong feminine energy is at work. The Empress is a creative force that works for harmony. She brings disparate things together, reconciling differences like a person running a household must do. This is a card of emotional control and congeniality. The Empress also refers to your emotional and physical resources for nurturing, healing, feeding, and supporting other people. There may be a situation in your life where love and nurturing are required, maybe from you, by you yourself, or sometimes by others. This card could also refer to the way you were mothered, for the first and most significant relationship you form is with your mother. And this relationship has direct bearing on all subsequent relationships. This card shows a time of natural growth. Your role is to nurture without forcing or neglecting your project. Remember that at the beginning they were talking about something being forced. Pay attention to where you are in the cycle of your project or situation and take the proper steps. There is great potential for abundance if good care is given. This may require action on your part, or it may require a time of waiting. The Empress reveals that you are entering a productive, abundant life phase in your future here, 3 to 6 months, I would say. Finances improve, your domestic life is harmonious, and you feel closely connected to those you care for, partners, children, family, and friends. This card is asking you to be inspired by what or whom you love most. Okay, Leo, and then your last card is your animal spirit card, and you got the zebra. Zebra energy is eccentric, creative, and visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags, Leo. When you are in balance, you are worldly, enthusiastic, and fashion forward. When you are out of balance, you can become jaded, pouty, and vain. If you ever feel like your energy is out of balance, to bring yourself back into balance, Spirit is saying, go on an epic adventure or surround yourself with art, okay? Whatever that means to you, whatever art, that kind of art means to you. So that's your reading. Let me know if that resonates with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you, hear where you're watching this from. That'd be awesome. I'm sending you a huge hug. Yeah, that's everything. And I will see you next time, Leo. Okay? Take care. Bye.